Hello everyone, Cyberdragon here, bringing you guys part 7 of What If Deku Met Toga. So, small recap of what happened last time. It was the UA Sports Festival, and Deku used Black Whip for the first time. So yeah, but also about upload scheduling. I'm not gonna maybe do a What If every single day, but at least a couple times a week. I'm not sure exactly how many, but yeah. As much as I can, really. And if I'm needing to. But yeah, so, I'm gonna try to get through this series as fast as possible. Well, while still trying to take my time with it. Then get to Anti-Venom. Or I could put this series on hold temporarily and get to Anti-Venom. Again. It's really up to you guys, I guess. But yeah, so otherwise I'm still gonna do the series. Soundwave and the Meta series I'm gonna have real fun with. And this series, it's not my absolute favorite, but it's a good series nonetheless, I think. But yeah, let's get on with it. Again, so it is like after the ceremony, All Might and Deku and Toga are in a private room, talking about what just happened. All Might is very, very concerned in a way. So let's get to what they're talking about. Young Midoriya, how did you use one of the previous users of Wonderfall's quirk? I don't know. I kind of was mad at Bakugo for going all out of Toga like that, and next thing I know, these black tendrils came out of my arms, grabbing onto Bakugo and flinging him out. So, but I'm not sure what's going on, All Might. So, you might be able to access all the previous users' quirks here soon, considering you've upped your uses of One for All. You might be able to use other people's, our predecessors' quirks, like my predecessor, Nana Shimura. So I can use their quirks, but wait, oh my, what about yours? Unfortunately, I don't actually have a quirk. I am quirkless, as you are. Which shocks both Toga and Deku. The number one hero is quirkless until he has One for All. So yeah. But it's kind of hypocritical that All Might said he can't be a hero without a quirk, but actually I guess it's technically not wrong. He's quirkless and he has a quirk, so scratch that. But yeah, so what do we do from now on? Well, I will try to let Nezu and Aizawa, so they at least know. I guess, and we can't really do much else after that, because you've already seemed to have a second quirk. So try to keep that part mostly to yourself. And if anyone asks, try to come up with a believable backstory for why you have apparently 2 quirks. So, alright, All Might. So, now, then. You two should probably head back home. It's getting pretty late. If you need to, I can ask for some people to help you escort home. I feel like you might be mobbed with questions after today's event. So, yeah, alright. Which they did get a couple of pro heroes. And yes, as All Might predicted, there were so much of the media there that they had to get Mount Lady to even help push through. And Kame rewards to... God damn it, I forgot to turn on this... Fuck it, I'm still gonna keep going. But yeah, so... And Kame rewards to help lead the way to make a pathway for them. So yeah. after they get home, Toga is the first one to say something like, "So, Izuku, we probably should try to come up with your backstory for why you have 2 quirks, or even more here soon." So, yeah. So, well, I could make it seem as a part of my ability to my quirk. So, what do you mean? Like, well, there's always lightning shivering around me, so maybe I can say like I know how to use the part of my quirk's lightning to make whips or weaponry like that. And that's just a feature of my quirk. Or quirks. Then, I guess that's the best thing we can do. But first, I think there's also a matter of your reward for winning the sports festival. Reward? What are you talking about? Then he immediately realized, like, he won the sports festival. He even went past Toga through the sports festival and got first place. Hold on a moment. Sorry for that, guys. I had to do something, but, yeah. So, Toga mentioned the bet. Deku realized that he won the sports festival, and he had a massive fucking grin afterwards. And let's just say it's a good thing that they had a couple of days off after the sports festival. Because Toga cannot walk straight for a while. So it was probably a good thing he had a couple of days off, as I said. But, anyways, after they come back, as soon as Deku and Toga walked in, everyone looked towards their direction. They're gonna think, oh shit, that's right. They saw him use Black Whip. Fuck. And then immediately everyone ran to him like, what was that? What did you use? Was that another quirk of yours? And Deku was being swarmed by questions like, one at a time, please. So they calmed down, and they simply asked, what was that you used during the sports festival? Like, well, you see, I discovered something weird about my quirk. It's almost like a second quirk, portion of it, but apparently I can use my lightning that you see generate off my body as a weapon of sorts, a black whip, if you will. Which, that seems cool to them. Like, you can use a black whip during battle, swing around, and just capture villains with that shit. And then when Bakugo hears this, he runs to him like, you have a second fucking quirk? Or you barely even have an ability your quirk can do? God fucking damn it. You shitty nerd. Which, after that, Aizawa came like, silence, everyone. Which, yeah, everyone was silent, like, good. Now, get back to your seats, and Bakugo, don't make me regret not putting you in academic leave right now. Reason why? Meh. Whatever, just some kind of random threat. Now, today you'll all be picking your hero names, and you will be choosing your internship. Oh, yeah, your student internships. Which people like, oh yeah, we forgot about the internships after the sports festival. Considering all that happened, that Deku got his second quirk, or ability to his quirk, it's pretty unbelievable. That silence. Now, since I'm not the best at choosing names, I will let someone more professional do that. As he stepped aside, Midnight came in. Like, alright, students, today you'll be picking your hero names. Now, these hero names will depict your identity and even that may stick with you for the rest of your life, so pick carefully. I'll be judging it as your fabulous host. Which, majority of events does happen. Deku picks his hero name as Deku because this one Toga says the thing Umuraka says, like, the name Deku sounds like you can do it instead of you're useless. And Toga's hero name, I don't really know. I guess just go with her last name for now. If anyone has a better name, I guess put it down in comments. But yeah. Now then. So, alright. Now, time to show you how many internships you got. As soon as you press the buttons, they see how many Deku got. He got first in the internship pool, seeing how many he has. So, the close second is Todoroki, and third, Bakugo. And the rest as in canon. Wait, Bakugo got less than Todoroki? Yeah, that's surprising. I mean, Deku here said got the most, which isn't surprising, but Todoroki got more than Bakugo? So that's really opposite how the sports festival went. Which, yeah, Bakugo is furious that he lost to the nerd and, I lost to a nerd and half? God fucking damn it. Which, yeah, alright class, now, you have 2 days to decide your internship. Turn them into me today or tomorrow. So, I'm going to sleep, so just talk amongst yourselves and choose your internship. Which, yeah, Deku is looking over all the internships he got. He's seen some heroes he have heard of, some he hasn't. But then Principal Nezu said, Izuku Midori, can you please head to All Might's office, please? What did All Might want with me? And yeah. And they also called for Toga as well, which they both head out. Everyone's wondering what does All Might want with both of them. Which, as soon as they reach All Might's office, All Might says, young Midoriya! It is so good to see you with young Miss Toga here. All Might, what did you want? Well, it's another internship that came in not too a while ago. Which All Might is shaking at the thought of this internship. All Might, are you alright? Yes, young Midoriya and Miss Toga. It's just this internship is from my old master, Sir Gran Torino, he was my teacher, when I was in UA, which both of them are surprised, wait, why does Gran Torino want me? Does he know about One For All? Yes, he does, and he's seen how you used it, and very surprised how you used the Black Whip. Awesome, so I guess I already know who I'm going with. Yes, but not only to you, I told him about Miss Toga too and how you have improved a lot with her by your side, so he also sent an internship to her. Really? But I don't really see how I can benefit from it. So, trust me, you will, but come on, All Might, calm down. So he's a very aggressive, you might say. How bad can he be? Yeah, so they both chose Gran Torino. Deku does notice Ida is acting strange as well. How long has this video already been going for? Okay, so I got about 14 minutes of clip, 8 from this, and yeah. But I'm gonna skip to the point when they all get on the train. Deku, Toga, and Umuraka walks up to Ida, You know, if you're needing to talk something about anything, you can talk to us, Like, yeah. So, we're your friends after all. Like, I'm very flattered you all worry about me, but I'm alright, trust me. Which, yeah. So, they all go. Deku and Toga walks alongside each other, holding hands the entire way there, too. Because Toga noticed all the looks that Deku's been getting from all the girls while they're walking past him, but she just wants to show them all that she claimed that this is like he's hers, and all the guys that she's his. So yeah. As soon as they reach Grand Trune's place, they knock on the door and it opens slightly, seeing Grand Trune on the ground. Deku freaks out, but Toga like, that's not blood, that's ketchup. I can smell it from here. Like, what? Like, oh yeah, that's right. I just spilled some sausages and ketchup on the ground and tripped. Like, you're alive? Like, told you, Zuko. You need to be more calm at times, you know that? Like, yeah, I guess you're right. While scratching the back of his head. So, who are you two? Like, I'm Izuku Midoriya, aka Deku, and I'm Himiki Toga. Just Toga, though. I haven't really come up with a hero name quite yet. Like, who? What? Yeah, he goes through the whole stick like, oh, an old man who doesn't know what he's doing. I think this old guy is bonkers or something. Let's go. I think we have to call UA and tell them that we have to reconsider our choice. Like, wait. So, you have one for, huh? How much percentage can you use? 20%, sir. Like, not bad. Toshinori couldn't use 20% when he was around your age. But then again, I had to beat that 20% in at some point. Was Deku and Toga and I realized, like, why All Might was shaking, because this man beat All Might several times to get him ready for One For All better. Like, right. Like, and not only that, but you could also use Black Whip. A previous quirk of a previous holder. Am I not wrong? Like, yes, sir. Like, well then, show me what you got, kid. Like, right now? Like, yeah. Sir, right here in this building. Don't worry about the furnishings or anything. So, right, sir. Toga, you might want to take cover. I don't know how well this will, like, of course. Which she does, so Grand Trune and Deku fight. It goes kind of similar to Ganon. Deku can't really keep track of him as well, but Deku isn't a pushover in this one, so he's getting more ready with One For All charging through him right now. Which he is now keeping up with Grand Trune. Following his lead, which Grand Trune, like, thinking, like, he's definitely fast and got a great hold of One For All. And his reaction time isn't horrible, but still needs improvement. But I had yet to see him use Black Whip. Which, yeah. Grand Trune changed directions to bounce back towards Deku to hit him, but Deku used Black Whip to change course himself. Let's see, he used a punch in the air to change course, and then used Black Whip to catch Grand Trune while he's passing by him. Which he does. Like, not bad, kid. So, thanks. Then Deku clenches his arm in pain, and then Black Whip starts to go a bit out of control. Like, calm yourself, kid. Like, okay. But he takes deep breaths to calm himself. He had to do this during the time when he had to manage to power One For All when Toga helped him. So they both meditated too. Well, your reaction time isn't great, but it's not bad either. You You dodge my attack and even use a counterattack to capture me. But your black whip still does some damage. Looking at the deep cuts in the walls, the floors, everywhere that black whip cut. Like, oh, sorry. Like, don't beat it. I told you can go all out in here. Now then, young Missy. So, yes? How are you and your combat skills? I'm fair. I'm more suited for stealth missions, though, but I'm also no slouch when it comes to combat. Like, well, that's good to hear. So, I'll also be challenging your efforts. Like, right. Which, yeah. Her fight does go better than Deku's, I will say. Like, in canon. Because I will say Toga is more alert than Deku, so she's more battle awareness aware than Deku is. So she can kind of predict where Gran Torino will strike, but still get hit every now and again. And even having her knife out every now and again to cut him. Like, as soon as you stop, like, not bad. You managed to cut me a few times. Although, that's where you're lacking in the speed department against another speedster like me. You have better reflexes than I suspected you to, so I'll at least give you those two for props. But you need to manage Black Whip better, cause less destruction, and you honestly need to work on a bit more hand-to-hand combat. So, you're good with a knife, I'll give you that, and your reflexes aren't bad. But your hand-to-hand combat kinda sucks, especially if you're going someone who's way faster than you. Okay, right. So, that's what they work on for a while. Deku learns kind of Gran Torino style of movement, bouncing off wall for wall, and even using Black Whip to swing around the city some. Kind of like how Sero does. He's getting the information he has on swinging from both Sero and Froppy, because he also learned a new technique that he called Froppy style. Because I believe that's later in the manga series, I saw Deku shot Black Whip out of his mouth, which fucking spoilers! I'll see this type of shit on YouTube on wallpaper. Drive me fucking crazy. Probably should put a spoiler warning on this fucking part. So, but yeah. And Deku even managed to get from 20% to 21%. Not a huge leap and bounds, but in less than a couple days, that is some great improvement. He can push it to 26%, but anything more than that will honestly maybe break its bones. And while Toga is learning how to fight without a knife more and more, because she knows in every battle she can't use her quirk, so she's even trying to learn some of Azara's techniques. Although she doesn't want to incorporate the scarf, really. So yeah, Gran Torino told them both that they're gonna head out for patrol at night, because there are more villains at night than there is in day. So they're on the train, and that is when the Hosu attack begins. Gran Torino, instead of telling them to stay there, tells them like you can use your quirks outside and help with the battle ahead. Because he's seen how Deku has improved quite a bit, especially now with Black Whip, and Toga is no slouch in battle, as she said. So yeah, they both head out to help, which goes along pretty great. Deku swinging around, trying to capture some of the Nomus. He captures the Wing Nomu pretty early on. So no attack from the Wing Nomu and surprise. But Deku hears the manual calling for Ida, which Deku and Toga luckily are like, Ida, where is he? Then So they decided to look for him. They tell Gran Torino that they're going to look for their friend Ida, which he nods after knowing that Stain is most likely in the area, so, and this is a UA student, so. So yeah. And I would say Deku went on ahead. He said he will send him his location as soon as he can. He can. So yeah. So Deku arrives there a little bit more sooner than in canon, so Ida doesn't get the stab in his back of his arm. So he won't get that injury. Before he even did that, Deku used Black Whip to as he grabbed Stain's arm and swing him over and send him crashing to the ground. As soon as he lands, like, Ida, are you alright? Like, Midoriya, what are you doing here? This is not your battle. Get out of here. Like, sorry, Ida, but, sir, I can't do that. This is not your fight to meddle in. Sir. Well, as All Might said, sir, meddling where you don't have to be is the true essence of being a hero. Which he should hear Stains laugh a bit. You have some good friend there, Genium. So tell me, so you have a true hero friend here too. So tell me, what are you gonna do now, hero? Are you gonna stay and fight me, or are you gonna try to save these two? These two? But he looks like crap. It's obvious. I'm gonna try to defend off you until backup arrives. Which, he did send text messages already. So, I have a time limit now. Let's see how long that will last. Which, the fight begins. Deku does some stuff similar to canon. And Stain tries to hit him, but he's a bit faster than in canon. He's only using 10% in this fight because he doesn't want to go the full 21% on him. But he does use Black Whip to swing around him so Stain can't really hit him easily. But Stain eventually does get a lucky hit in. Not a huge gash, but enough blood to come out, which he does lurk, which paralyzes Deku. But with the amount of time that happened, so Toga arrived just at the scene afterwards, like, Izuku, I'm here. So, another hero. A fake hero. So, I don't know about fake hero, but if you're messing with my boyfriend, then I'm gonna have to take you down. Like, boyfriend? He looks down at Deku, then back at Toga, like, young love. How sweet. But, as a couple should, they should be here to die with each other, instead of separate. When Deku hears that, he starts to get a bit angry. With yet, Stain charges at Toga. Toga's trying her best to defend herself, but against an opponent like Stain, it will come down to her getting hurt at some point. With Deku's paralysis, I will say, wear off after this next few attacks Stain will unleash on her. Which, yeah, he does get a pretty good gash on her arm as she was trying to defend herself, but he cut her arm a bit, which she yelled in a bit of pain and staining like the blood. Like, another fake hero after all. You should really choose your allies better, Ingenium. And you too. So, Deku gets enraged a bit. And as soon as the paralysis is off, he used 21% in charge of Stain, throwing a huge smash in, sending him flying towards a wall. But before he hits the wall, Deku used Black Whip to grab Stain and swing him overhead, hitting him to the ground again, knocking him out from that bit of rage. And Stain is injured and knocked out for the most part. He won't be getting up, and he does have several broken bones. So, his arm is fractured and he got about 6 broken ribs. And there's even some hairline fractures on his skull as well. Which, after he realized what he did, he starts freaking out a bit. Which the Black Whip starts freaking out too. But he hears Toga saying, "Calm down, Izuku. Sir, just take deep breaths." After hearing Toga's voice, he starts to take a lot of deep breaths, in and out. Which the Black Whip starts to calm down, and even went back in. After a while, the other heroes and sub-medics come along to get Deku. The Flying Nomu doesn't come as in canon, and Stain's video was never uploaded, so they won't get as many people as in canon for the Vanguard Action Squad of the League of Villains, but they will still get some. They just won't get Spinner. Darby, yes, and Muscular, yes. I'm not sure everyone who came there because of Stain's message, but I did know Toga and Spinner did for that. But yeah, that's where I'm going to end it, guys. I'm going to try to do a second video today. I'm not sure. It will most likely be the meta what if, and even Soundwave will come here again too. I'll mostly devoting most of my attention to both Soundwave and the meta what if, because those two are my favorites of so far. But if you guys also want me to do Anti-Venom again and just put this series on pause temporarily, I can. But yeah, Cyber Dragon out. Peace.